But let's talk about dreams now, okay? I always love a dream segment. And a dream expert is explaining the true meanings behind dreams, especially reoccurring dreams that we all have. She says, if you keep dreaming about the same thing over and over, it could mean you're trying to process an experience that has you feeling stuck in real life. And that is me. I dream about the same thing over and over again.
What is it?
Being late.
Really? You still have that? You do not still have that.
I do. Don't tell me what I dream about.
All right, all right. Oh,
Well, Karen, did you feel
No,
that?
it's still back to that horrible feeling about you're not ready for the test. Or I'm naked. And a combination of the two. Crawling through campus trying to get to the place that I have to take the test that I know nothing about because I haven't studied for it. But I'm also naked.
I think I had the late dreams and those like college, like I hadn't finished the paper, like at least 7 years outside of college, where I couldn't believe, or I missed the deadline for turning my for missed the 5 o'clock slot in news. I'm definitely a recurring dream person, but I feel like you can solve your problems.
Well, this expert says, first one we're doing is death, right? If you dream about dying, the expert says it isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could indicate that you're going through something in your life that maybe that thing you're going through might be ending soon, not your life. Like there might be a good opportunity coming your way.
Do you ever have that feeling where you're like falling all of a sudden and you're like, bam, and you wake up like you're dying in the dream?
I used to when I was younger, and one of my friends told me that if you actually died in your dream, because usually you wake up before you hit the pavement or whatever, then you die in real life. So I used to be real freaked out. I don't think that's true.
I know, I've heard that throughout my life, that if you actually hit the ground, you're dead. Of course, they never interviewed anybody after that happened that could respond.
The reason why I stopped believing is because someone told me, no, I've died in a dream before. I was in the casket and everything. It was fine. So I was like, okay, cool.
All right, fine. A lot of people dream about flying. What does that say, Alex?
So this one is more common with kids, which makes sense because it could symbolize a sense of getting older. Whereas adults dream of flying, it could symbolize feeling amazing. Or the opposite, feeling trapped and you're trying to escape something.
I never fly.
I was a huge flyer as a kid. I swore that I could fly, like just from bed to bed. And I still can have some flying dreams if I'm lucky. I do still have them, where you're soaring up above, like off of, I don't know, like a big mountain in Cape Town.
That's really cool.
It's really,
that sounds like a fun dream.
It's one of my, dreaming is like, it's my happy place.
Do you believe you could touch the sky?
I believe I can fly.
All right. Have you ever had a dream where you were cheated on? No,
No, just real life.
No. Oh my God.
Or how about where you're the cheater? You've definitely had that one. Everyone's had that one.
Have I, Karen?
I mean, it's like the whole world's your oyster in your sleep. It could be anybody from the movie that you were watching.
Dreaming, not reality. Fortunately, if you do have this dream, it is not a reflection of your relationships. Experts say this one is actually an indicator of how faithful you are to yourself. And they say it could be based on anything that makes you feel guilty. Even something as minor as eating dessert when you're on a diet. You might dream about that later.
Here's yours, Mike, dreaming of being late.
All right, tell me what's wrong with me.
This one could be a sign of that you're a little type A, a bit of a perfectionist, because it symbolizes the need to have everything in order and just right.
100%. 100%. That's
Well,
not a bad thing.
What, do they get into the naked stuff?
No, they didn't get into that part. Nope, that's all you, buddy.
There are people that don't dream at all.
That's true.
Yeah.
And experts say that's just not possible. They say everyone has dreams, you just might not remember it. And that's true. If I don't say what it is right when I wake up, you don't remember. Although last night I had a pretty interesting dream and I'd still remember it.
What was it?
I was in the car with someone who claimed to be really close with Steph Curry. And we were on the way to a game to see him.
Steph or Seth?
Steph. That's why I said Steph Curry. Steph. The one in Golden Warriors. Yeah. And we were trying to get to the game to see him, but it was like all these crazy hoops that we had to go through. Like in order to get to the arena, there was a cliff And there was like a thin rope that we had to cross, and there was all this crazy crashing water, and I had to like cross the water and try to make it across. It was really weird and random.
I love those dreams though. That's like the adventure of getting someplace, or the other like, it's like almost like the Jennifer Weiner book where she becomes friends with some celebrity in the bathroom. Like, do you ever have like dreams like that one where like you're actually friends somehow with some huge celebrity like that we talk about?
No.
No? You don't ever have something like you're hanging out with Clooney at the, whatever,
No.
or you're like,
Shoot, no.
or you
I'd
just
like
run
that.
into them? Oh, it's fun.
Oh,
Maybe
I'd
it's
like
just-
that a lot.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
I had a dream last night that I found somebody's wallet. I was leaving a concert and I found a wallet laying on the ground, and I picked it up. It was just stuffed with cash. And as I'm walking off, I could hear two women behind me say, "Oh, he took that wallet." And that was it. It was a boring dream.
So you woke up right when you were getting caught, basically?
Yeah. All right, so we have some information now on nakedness, I understand.
Yes. So nakedness often reflects a person's insecurities. If a person sees himself naked in his dream, then he fears that his insecurities might get revealed. And it also indicates that he may fear getting exposed.
Oh, yeah, that's the story of my career and my life, that I think I'm going to be exposed, that somebody's going to figure me out.
It's like imposter syndrome. I think that everyone suffers
Yeah.
from that. I feel like just some people
Yeah.
are better at hiding it and,
Yeah.
acting in control.
Did you ever do the imposter syndrome segment
Nope.
that I was suggesting?
We should, because every woman certainly feels it. I feel it constantly with, I'm doing like my little silly yoga thing, and I feel like they're going to find out I can't do it, and I'm not going to be good enough, and, and I lost sleep for 3 weeks about teaching a yoga class.
Oh, wow.
So.
But you've already taught your first class, right, Karen? Or have
Two.
you?
Yeah,
How'd
two.
they go?
First one, not so good. But the second one, guess what? One of the women came back, and she showed up. I'm like, you came back! I wasn't that bad.
Yay.
So, and I got it together by
That's
the second time.
great.
Listen, I worked on it. I worked really
Yeah.
hard. I was like, I'm never making those mistakes again.
So one woman came back.
I was so.
That's
I was.
great.
Yes.
That's great,
Affirmation.
Karen. We've been saying that we'd take it, Mike, her class.
Yeah, I'd like we should do it live.
Sure.
Not-
we'll get
not
I don't know
right
about
on
live
that.
now. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't,
Like 1 minute of it, because that's boring as hell. But
I don't know.
We'll do it.
Seeing you do downward facing dog, it might be worth it for some people.
that's true. There's a lot of.
I just don't want to be embarrassed because I'm not that flexible. So I'd rather do mine in the privacy of
Okay.
the classroom.